Flamengo's training at Boca's training center. Look at Rossi's ball control, spectacular moments, and the probable midfield lineup with Arrascaeta and Paquetá. Look, we're bringing you a lot of information, okay? We have a team in Argentina at the training session over there at their place. Marilia, right, who's from Boca Juniors, so we have a lot to bring to you. Here on the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel, we come in like this. Hey guys, red black greetings, this is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you're just arriving, I invite you to follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe down below. Turn on notifications by clicking the bell and leave that cool like on the video. We're here thanks to our sponsors, right? Haroldo's Caravan ensures you attend Flamengo's games with excellent service. Also, remember Mais Cabello for hair restoration and weight loss. I'm bald now. That's just how it is. But look, remember how thin my hair used to be? Look at how it is now, okay? Now that I shave my head, you can clearly see how much my hairline has improved and how good my hair looks, even after losing weight. Man, it's amazing. The Mais Cabello Slim treatment really works. There's a Mais Cabello near you all over Brazil. Look, I'm going to start here by talking about the situation, whether the Flamengo game will be postponed or not, okay? The people from Coluna do Fla. We also got in touch with people from Confederación Sudamericana de Fútbol, and according to them, there's no chance the game will be postponed. Even with the strike and everything else going on, there was that concern, but forget it. There's no chance the game will be postponed anymore. The game tomorrow is confirmed for 9:30 post-meridium, the first match of the Recopa Sudamericana between Lanús and Flamengo. And we have some important information to bring you, images from Mengao's training session. Full attention, okay? Spoiler about the team, all right? Filipe called the three likely starting midfielders to talk. So, it's likely that we'll have Pulgar, Paquetá, and Arrascaeta. And now I'll tell you what I think. With Cebolinha on the left, Carrascal on the right, and Pedro up front. But there's still a chance we could have Pulgar, Everton, Araujo, and Mina. Cebolinha and Paquetá as false nines, because that way they also help out and play defensively, so you get more pressure and more mobility. It could be that Filipe comes in this way, or he might come in with Pulgar. Paquetá, Arrascaeta, Carrascal, Cebolinha, and Pedro are likely starters, remembering that Plata is suspended due to the red card. In the Libertadores, there were 2 games. He was out of the final and out of this game as well, and also defensively. We should have Rossi, Varela, Leo Ortiz, Leo Pereira, and Alexandro, so the whole team is from Flamengo. Rossi, Varela, Leo Ortiz, Leo Pereira, Alexandro, Eric, Pulgar, Paquetá, Arrascaeta, Carrascal, Cebolinha, and Pedro. All right, that's probably Flamengo's lineup for tomorrow. If there's any other news, we'll bring it to you here. Let's watch now. Images, footage. Gabriel Orphan, what is it that only you saw?
Flamengo players are already on the field here at Boca Juniors training center, the training center Casa Marilia, doing their warm-up. Here we have Douglas Telles, Daniel Sales, Emerson Royal, Luis Araujo, Samuel Lindo just arrived, Everton Araujo, and Eric Pulgar are the midfielders in this circle. Back there we have Alexandro, Pedro, Vitão, Carrascal, and over here we have Ayrton, Lucas, and Cebolinha. Nico de la Cruz, who seems to be Varela, I think it's Varela, and Leo Pereira. These are Flamengo players warming up, and on the other field, here, the goalkeepers Agostinho, Rossi, who knows this Boca Juniors training center well, right? Former Boca player. Also Andre and Uncle Alves, the Mango goalkeepers, on the adjacent field. And here, talking with the fitness coach, is the Arrascaeta. There are still some players who haven't come out onto the field yet, like Lucas Paquetá, who's over there in the video area. But look, there's Arrascaeta getting ready for today's training. Flamengo's last practice before the match against Lanús, the first leg of the South American Recopa Flamengo. Using the facilities at Training Center Casa Marilia, at Boca Juniors Training Center, which is right next door. I'll even show you La Bombonera, Boca Juniors Stadium Bombonera. There and here, the training center that Flamengo is using. Thank you. Players over there, they're in the middle, members of the coaching staff, and here on the edge of the field, Coach Filipe Luis, accompanied by Flamengo's technical football director, Jose Boto. Thank you. Now, Lucas Paquetá watches the trio talking here. Jorge Ander, Arrascaeta, Filipe Luis, and Lucas Paquetá. Filipe Luis is giving instructions to Paquetá and Arrascaeta. We don't know if it has anything to do with positioning. Maybe Paquetá playing as a second defensive midfielder. There's a conversation here between the trio, Paquetá, Filipe Luis, and Arrascaeta. Here in the center of the field on the sideline. Now, yes, the players are coming together to join the circle. Mengaus keepy uppy. If anything, we have to push, deliver something there. Rafa. Look, the ball is floating. Watch Paquetá. Samuelino, Luiz Araújo, Pulgar Royal, Daniel Salles. Wow, Luiz Araújo or Salles. Who messed that up? And look, over there, I think it was Ayrton Lucas. It looks like it was Ayrton Lucas who messed up. It's really windy here. I don't know how the audio is on the microphone, but right now it's really windy. Here at Boca Juniors Training Center, the players are now going to gather there in the center of the field. Flamengo's players are now doing their warm-up exercises there in the center circle. Coach Filipe Luis is over there, apart from the group, now giving instructions to Eric Pulgar. Filipe Luis, who was just talking to Paquetá and Arrascaeta, is now talking to Pulgar. There, outside the circle with the other players, he's about to set the clock. Later, we'll send this video to Gustavo Machado to see if he can help with lip reading. Meanwhile, the other athletes, look, are still here. Look, Ayrton Lucas over there giving a thumbs up. There, look, Pulgar now. Yes, he's already in. Warming up with the group. So let's focus on Rasca here for a bit. Georgiano Daniel de Rascaeta Benedetti, let's go Uruguay. Mengo's number 10 doing his warm-up routine. Thank you. Look. Now, Rodrigo Caio is talking with Leo Pereira right there on the edge of the field. They are members of Flamengo's coaching staff, Filipe and Rodrigo Caio, calling some players over to talk. In particular, he has already talked with Lucas Paquetá, the Arrascaeta, and Eric Pulgar. Now it was Rodrigo Caio's turn to have a private conversation with Leo Pereira. Meanwhile, they're playing keep away, and there's Paquetá. It's Paquetá. I didn't mean to not help you. Flamengo is playing on this flawless field. And speaking of the field, Confederación Sudamericana de Fútbol is putting together a task force, right, over at Lanús Field for this final. For this first leg of the Recopa, Confederación Sudamericana de Fútbol is making major improvements to the field at Lanús La Fortaleza, as the stadium is popularly known. All of this is aimed at this clash with Flamengo in the Recopa. Leo Ortiz put on his boots. Now he's heading to the field. Let's go. Danilo is here too. The hero of Teta is here at Vila do Campo before the start of training. Here we still have some boots from some players. I'll show you some curiosities that we usually don't show. The players' boots are prepared over there. Lucas Paqueta still hasn't come onto the field. He's over there in the video area. He'll join the Flamengo squad soon. Look, Bruno Henrique over there. Bruno Henrique, 27. He also joined the group over there. The guys are doing that traditional keepy-uppy before the official start of training here at Boca's training center. Look at Emerson Royal there, trying his luck as a goalkeeper. While Flamengo's outfield players keep doing this warm-up rondo, I'll also highlight a bit of the work the Flamengo goalkeepers are doing. Agustin Rossi is about to control it. He controls it. Rossi controls it. Rossi went too far forward. He lacked confidence. He's going to do a little run. Agustin Rossi is there with Diogo Alves and a bit further back. Andel controls it. So Andel controls it. So Andel, oh no, he preferred to catch it. Not a goalkeeper move, right? The goalkeeper has to catch it. He moved forward. There goes Rossi, Rossi, Rossi. What a control by Rossi. Rossi controlling it, juggling, centered. And now Andel, how's it going? Andel. He did well too. Mengo's goalkeepers are also there doing their warm-up work. Flamengo's players are still doing their warm-up rondo, already in the final stretch, I imagine, over there. Next to them, coach Filipe Luiz is accompanied by the club's permanent assistant, Rodrigo Caio, directly from Atletico Boca Juniors training center. Next to La Bombonera, over there, the charming Bombonera Stadium, and here is the Casa Marilia Training Center, the place where Flamengo's players are staying. So, for this match against Lanús, it's important for Flamengo to strengthen its relationship with Boca Juniors again. We remember everything that happened during Agostinho Rossi's transfer to Flamengo. Riquelme didn't want to release Rossi ahead of time. Rossi played for 6 months at Al Nassr in Saudi Arabia with Cristiano Ronaldo. He was on loan there. So it's important for Flamengo to train here to rebuild those ties with Boca Juniors. These are two giants of South American football not rebuilding their relationship. While the players are there, the goalkeepers, Mengao's keepers. Look at Anderl, the shot. Anderl caught it well. Here he comes. Since we mentioned Rossi, that's Rossi right there, already waiting for his turn to come in. The Flamengo players are still there. Look at doing the traditional rondo during warm-up. Let's go. Samuel Lino for Cruz, Danilo, Bruno Henrique, Everton Araújo, Léo Pereira. I already got lost. The pass was too fast. Danilo, Bruno Henrique, Luis Araújo, Pedro Guilherme Ali. I think it was Douglas. That's right. Douglas Teles de Gui. These are Flamengo players warming up before the last training session and before the match against Lanús. The first leg of the Recopa Sudamericana, the champion of the Confederación Sudamericana de Fútbol Libertadores against the champion of the Confederación Sudamericana de Fútbol Sudamericana. I wanted to know what was the best.
This is karaoke, and look, we come here after Flamengo's training to talk to you about something. Man, it's really annoying. We had the people from... Man, we even just posted now that people are really upset with this guy. Social media is blowing up with Benfica's ridiculous post. Benfica made 1-1. Pre-game, where they put monkeys in the player's backpack who had a bag with a royal crown related to Real Madrid and with arrows. And on the carriage, there were arrows too. And inside the carriage, the two black Real Madrid players, Vini Jr. and Mbappe, symbolizing that they were hunting them, and in the little backpack, 3 monkeys. So guys, it's unbelievable. This is the artwork and the... from Benfica. And look at the arrows. The arrows there on the carriage with Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. Look how absurd that is. The designer said he was never racist, that it has nothing to do with it. And look what's on the little backpack. It's real, guys. It's an official post. Okay, look at the little monkeys. You see that? Look how absurd. Look how absurd. Coincidence, right? What a coincidence, right, guys? What a coincidence. And the disgusting stuff continues because Benfica posted, "Together by your side," the guy. First, just look. We saw from lip reading that Vini Jr. is calling him a coward and all. Then he's going to respond, why? What? If Vini Jr. isn't covering his mouth to curse, why did he need to cover his mouth to curse? It's because it wasn't just cursing. It's because it was something more serious, right? He had to hide it. And then, to top it off, the player posted, I want to state that at no time did I direct racist insults at the player Vinicius Jr., who unfortunately misunderstood what he believes he heard. So why did he cover it up then? And then Benfica posted, "Always by your side, we're together by your side," there. To top it off, Benfica even took an image. It has nothing to do with it. You can't prove anything. Trying to prove the improbable, right? And defending against an accusation of racism to attack Vinny Jr., Benfica posted, "The images show it." Given the distance, the Real Madrid players couldn't have heard what they're claiming they heard. Look at that. People doubting the word of Real Madrid players like Mbappe and supporting someone who was accused of racism. Nothing is more disgusting, nothing is more revolting when something like this happens. The best thing, if you're not sure, if you can't defend, you don't defend, you stay impartial. But they preferred to choose the side of the one who caused it, of the one who had an attitude accused of shameful racism. There has to be severe punishment. And Filipe Melo is absolutely right. Filipe Melo said it's fire on the racists. He's absolutely right. Only with extreme actions and severe punishments can we have all of this change. Red and black greetings. This is Flamengo. A big hug. Thanks. I'm out.